You are capable of winning races, but you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest-running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
write you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
That's what you get when you mess around. Okay, are we back now? Apparently we lost our contact with our microphone. We had to put it back. Okay, Scotty. Yeah, I caught it. I was trying to get through all of that. And yeah, apparently I lost my connection between the microphone and the machine. So we restored that. Now we can talk again. Well, Mike Forstner out in front of the field. This is the memorial for his aunt and uncle. They passed away within 9 days of each other here recently. Lap 9, we'll do a silent. Not going to talk during the whole 9th lap. And then on lap 64, we're going to have a little celebration as they were married for 64 years. The yellow wheels are by all the drivers, signifying that they are paying honor to those that have passed. Should be a fun one. The lady in black, just mean. And she is unforgiving. And these guys have got to tackle her 75 times to get around here. I think I explained what was going to happen with the bounty. And I'll go back and explain that again here momentarily because I know we're fixing to go green. The bounty for the drivers starting in the top 10 that are not in the 4 invert trucks is the same. All they got to do is win, and those 4 trucks finish the race within 1 lap of them. They'll get to collect the bounty up to $60 tonight for whoever can win that. But we've added a twist for the other drivers.
Green, green, green.
The green flag is out. We are underway in Darlington for the Midwest Truck Series. Gotta get through this first lap. And boy, with cold tires and a track that is just not conducive to gripped up racing, you can see them wiggling around. Boyd has a little bit of an advantage getting up that backstretch, heading for turn number 3. He'll go to the front. We'll catch caution right away. Yellow flag. I don't think we have. Oh, boy, the 125 of Jacob Mashburn. Let's go back. And let's just see what we can see. Oh, contact. Russell Harold and Jacob Mashburn. And then, oh, Mackey gets into that. Oh, if that's hurt Mackey's truck, he could be in a lot of trouble tonight. Had to go to the back. It doesn't look like Blevins got any of it. I think Pearson got a little bit. I don't think it was bad. We know Russell Harold got a little bit of that. Scott King. First of all, I'm not announcing that. Second of all, oh my goodness. You are trying to invite havoc, and we're not having it, sir. We are just not having it. Hello, Mr. Bill. Hello, Jane. Hello, Mindy. Josh back here, and I know he's cheering on Jacob Watson. Mr. J. Church makes it to the house. So let me go over quickly the addendum to our bounty. The original bounty is still the same, but I've given the top 4 drivers some incentive, and I've made it very difficult on them. I talked to them all before the race, said, hey, this is what I'm going to propose. If you like it, great. If you don't, I'm okay with that. We'll try again. We'll try to amend it. We'll try to fix it, whatever. I told them they can collect half the bounty if one of them wins the race. However, All 4 of those drivers have to finish in the top 7 in the final standings for that driver to be eligible to collect that half bounty. So, we will see. Well, hello. Welcome to the show, Jennifer. And you are more than welcome. The boys ask me to do, and I try to do everything I can. I understand loss, believe me. And if we can do something to honor that loss, we are darn sure going to do it. Well, yeah, back to our bounty. So drivers that started in the top 10, if they can beat those 4 invert drivers, but all 4 of them have to finish the race within 1 lap of the winner, they can collect the full bounty, which this week is 60. Otherwise, the top 4 have to finish, or the invert 4 have to finish in the top 7, and they get a half bounty if that can be accomplished. So it gives them all incentive to go and race. And so a question was immediately posed. So if I'm running 7th and so, one of the top 4, is about to win the race, and I just pull over and give up a spot, he don't get it. And I said, you'd be correct. You can screw your own points up, and you can screw him out of the money. I don't care. If it gets 1, I'm going to pay it. If it doesn't get 1, it just rolls over and goes into the next week. I got all kinds of messages about not having sound on the stream. Guys, I thank you for that. I'm glad that you told me because I wasn't watching any of the voice meters, and I would have done most of this show without even knowing that wasn't working. Start up back on lap 5. Boyd wasted no time jumping to the front. Now it's a side-by-side battle. Kevin Spaulding, the 25. And Jacob Watson, and I thought Watson was going to catch some fence off too. That's why I hesitated there. He just kind of rolled the throttle back, falls in line. Tony Martin, Austin DeMoore tucked in behind. Mike Forstner hanging tough in the 6th spot. We're getting single file quickly on this restart. And we're almost single file all the way back. I want to say Adam Vinny just worked his way around Frank Chavez, and he's bringing drivers with him. Corey Blevins is right there behind. Let's go see Brandon Mackey. Mackey's got his work cut out for him. He's already 1 lap down. Truck's a little damaged from the incident. He's going to need to get around Russell Harold, and then he's going to need a caution so that he can get his way around so he can get back to it. Right now, up front, 21 truck of Garrett Boyd. Kevin Spaulding still giving chase. You can look through that top 10. You see Gomez is 7th, Keir is 8th, Everett is 9th, and Callis in the top 10. Bigelow is the first of the 3 coming from the back, and they're in a row. It's like they get in a train and they just follow each other through. Bigelow's 11th, Vinny's 12th, and Blevins is 13th. Those guys started between 20th and 23rd tonight. We've already got 1 retiree, Chris Emerson. He's taking the 13 truck, and he is out of here. He will not collect the Dash for Cash money tonight. And the Dash for Cash is $10. It goes to the driver that is randomly drawn before the race starts. There's 5 of them. That finishes the highest in the running order. That is a Midwest Truck Series deal. GM, I hate the spamming stuff, so as soon as this show is over, I'll be coming to Twitch and banning you from coming to my channel. I am like 2 seconds away from just canceling Twitch altogether because it's nothing but spam these days. And people trying to poach viewers or poach whatever. It's an irritation. I don't want it. Boyd and Spaulding out in front. They're out by over a second over Watson. Watson's got Tony Martin right behind him. Those 2 have a big gap back to Austin DeMoore, and then it's just about the same gap back to Forstner, and Forstner is just in front of Gomez. Brock Bigelow up to 9th. Adam Vinny is 10th, and Corey Blevins is 11th now. And they're through half the field, and we've barely made 10 laps. Michael Everett, Coy Callis, Jonathan Scott, Paul Bojanic, Frank Chavez, that's your 16th place driver, and then Trevor Hakes a little ways back. A lot of these guys have damage from that very first incident, and they are just kind of cruising through. There's your last truck on the lead lap, the 125 of Mashburn. He was who got turned into the outside fence off the nose of the 19. Then Brandon Mackey, the first truck a lap down. He needs a caution. He desperately needs a caution. We are watching the driver out front. The only driver this season to have collected the DSSN bounty. He came in and second race of the season, third race of the season, I think it was. He picked up the bounty. We took the bounty money and moved it into the All-Star race after 3 or 4 weeks. So that bounty would be huge right now. It'd probably be right in the neighborhood of $140 to $160. Spalding's still second, but he's losing ground to your leader. Watson's reeling in Spalding, and then Martin is still trailing right behind. DeMoore still a good ways back. Let's go back and check. Bigelow and company have kind of stalled out here in about 9th, 10th, and 11th. They may get Kier here coming off of 4s. Kier got really wide, and I know he had to pedal that truck right there. It cost him a lot of momentum. There went Bigelow and Vinny. Corey Brevins is going to get around him as well. So these three in lockstep. And they are basically working their way to the front as they run 8, 9, and 10. And we are just about a fifth of the way through this thing. Real quickly, once again, guys, if you are coming over here to Dirt Racing Network, Digital Sim Sports Network, looking for the Knoxville Nationals Hard Knocks Night with DOB, go to Turn 3 Racing. If you want a direct link, go to our Facebook page, the Dirt Racing Network, and click the link that should be posted there. KR Stolfus has the coverage. A login snafu is what is going to cost us not being able to do 2 streams on the same one. It's a Streamlabs OBS deal. So we'll try to work that out in the next 24 hours and see what we can come up with. Either way, coverage will be there. Just go see KR. Say hi to him. I'm going to join him when I get done here. We saw Kyle Gomez lick the fence and lose a couple of 3 positions real quickly as Bigelow, Vinny, and Blevins got by him. And now Mike Forstner a little off the pace. And he's going to be swallowed up here momentarily by these 3. And they are going to have to be careful. Forstner just trying to stay on one line. He lets all 3 of them get around. And now they're 6th. They are over 7 seconds behind your leader, who's still pacing this thing out front. He's pacing it pretty doggone good, too. 30.85. We've slowed down about a second, 1.1 seconds plus or minus in these 18 laps, but he is 1.8 seconds ahead of Watson. Tony Martin, Kevin Spalding fell from 2nd to 4th now as Watson and Martin got around him. And DeMoore is still in 5th, but he's going to have company before too long. These guys are going to be right on his back bumper in just a little bit. You can see it's less than half a straightaway. We are spread out all over the place here. Go take a look at 22nd place, Stephen Pearson. He is right in a hornet's nest. He's amongst a bunch of trucks. He has been to pit road. So he's got a little fresher tires than everybody else. Brandon Mackey, to pit road. I think the bounty might be off tonight because Mackey took the 99 truck in early. He's completed 12 laps. So I think tonight's bounty, you can pretty much officially cancel that bounty. That's a shame for some of these, especially this guy out front. We'll see. We still got to go through pit stops, but he's got a commanding lead. He is 8 seconds, almost 8.5 seconds ahead of this group. Completing 21 of 75, this time out of turn number 4. Jacob Watson, 2.3 seconds behind your leader, runs in second. Tony Martin, Kevin Spaulding, and Austin Demore are the top 5. Now, Demore is slowly getting reeled in. That gap's down to about 1.3 seconds. It was 2.5 just a handful of laps ago when we checked in. Watching the practice session, I could have sworn that we were going to see a lot of guys having trouble on the exits of these corners and spinning out. That first caution, contract between a couple of trucks. Otherwise, I think we're probably nearing halfway at this point if that didn't happen. So we've gotten spread out. This got a little bit of a green feel to it. Is anybody else experiencing weirdly cool temperatures for the end of August, getting into the 1st of September? Because we've had highs in the 60s and low 70s all week this week. It's ridiculous. I'm used to not any of this happening for 2 or 3 more weeks till we get to the state fair, and then we start into this cooling trend. So it's getting a little earlier this year, it seems like. We come around to 64. We're going to celebrate a little bit here. When we get that far into this thing, we're going to celebrate the whoa, truck going down on the apron. Oh, that's a lap truck. That might be the 125. It is. It's the 125 of Mashburn. He's just trying to get out of the way, and he slows up your leader. Ooh, boy. Frank Chavez darted left right there. Mashburn was way off. You don't like it for the same reason I don't like it, huh, Jane? Because you know that if it's this early in the year, there's a good chance that winter is just going to suck out loud. So Boyd has lost a little bit of his cushion. I think that was because he got a lap truck and had to slow down a little bit to work his way around the 125. But Watson staying steady, and he's keeping a pretty good gap from himself back to this truck, the 22 of Tony Martin. Kevin Spaulding. That's your 4th place truck. Brock Bigelow now up to 5th. Adam Vinny. And then Demore has sandwiched himself between Vinny and Blevins, and I don't think that's going to last much longer. Blevins on a streak of wins, 3 in a row. We'll go back a little closer to the front here. Watching Brock Bigelow, Adam Vinny as they work a little bit of lap traffic right there. That's the 83 of Steven Pearson. I think Pearson's got a little fresher tires. He's been following these guys. He's looking for a way to get around, go by them without disrupting their race a whole lot because he's a couple of laps down at this point. He's about 12 laps down. Just trying to put in the work. There's Russell Harold in the 19. Man, I wasn't sure which way these boys were going to go around that 19 truck, and I thought they were going to go high. And at the last second, Bigelow decided he wanted to dive to the bottom. Yeah, I understand the cold is not. I don't mind the cold if it's not bone chilling. And I love snow and all of that, but I don't want 0-degree temperatures, snow, ice, all the other crap. You can have one or you can have the other. How about that? That's the way I feel about it. I thought Vinny was going to take a good look and he was going to try to force the issue right there coming through 3 and 4, and he had to really pedal the truck to keep it down before it got tight and slid up the hill, and he gives Bigelow plenty of room to get back out in front. They are coming out of the corner. There's Spalding, the next truck on their hit list, and he is a good half straightaway ahead of them. Boyd is still out front, and now that he's gotten some clean track, he's opened things back up. He's out to 2.5 seconds on Watson. Watson's got a couple of seconds on Tony Martin. Then it's Spalding and Bigelow, Vinny. That's your 6th place truck. DeMore and Blevins cannot get around DeMore. So he is losing touch with those two in front of him. Getting close to halfway, which should mean we're getting close to pit stops. Watching our 2nd place truck right now. We're just waiting to see who's going to head to pit road. None of the drivers in the top 18 have pitted at this point. Brandon Mackey brought the truck back out onto the racetrack. He's 14 laps down. Yeah, make it 13 officially. It looks like 14, but it's because he hadn't completed his cross of the timing line. Tony Martin solidly in 3rd. Green flag pit stops will absolutely shake this field up. I have zero doubt about that. It is tough getting onto pit road. It is difficult getting off of pit road. That pit road speed that you have to maintain is very slow compared to what you're doing on the racetrack. We are bound to see somebody catch a penalty. Michael Everett blends right in front of Tony Martin. That is a lap truck in this time. Martin goes by as Everett went way to the top. I think he brushed the fence just a little bit. Watson now has closed the gap. While we were gone, we must have had a giant mistake out of the 21 truck because he had 2.5 seconds. He must have had something of that. Here comes Watson. Lap traffic, not making it easy for the driver of the 21, and Watson is getting the benefit of the leader going by and then everybody else noticing and probably giving some room. But I think that Mr. Boyd has got a set of angry tires on that 21 truck, and he's struggling on the exits of these corners. And these guys are about 2.75 seconds ahead of 3rd place, Tony Martin. And Adam Vinny got around Brock Bigelow while we were away looking at other trucks. He's up to 4th now, and he's only about 4.7 seconds behind this battle. So we're crossing over halfway. This time by, we should see pit stops start just about any time now. Kyle Gomez is one of the first trucks to get onto pit road. Let's go watch Gomez run up pit road. 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. And I'll tell you what, it's tough. It's tough to slow down, get around that curve, because you got to do it way back in turn 3. Then make your way onto pit road, stay at 45, get to your pit stall, and get out. And he made a mistake. He had to back up. So we'll get back to the front. Trying to watch our leaders. Doesn't look like we're getting anything. Well, we might get something this time. They're through 1 and 2 here. Nothing yet. You got to get inside that yellow line, that cone you saw. If he goes another lap, we'll show you. Gomez made it back out. It looks like he's okay. No penalties for the 55 truck. And now Jacob Watson has lost all the time that he gained, or most of the time that he gained. He's lost about half a second over the last handful of laps. Still, no pits. Austin Demore is on the pit road. Demore was running in the top 5 earlier. Problems for him. I think tires may have gone away. He missed his pit stall as well right there, so that's a big issue. So he had to back up to get service. Adam Vinny working around Tony Martin. That'll be for third. This is 5 seconds behind your leader. And Brock Bigelow still runs. So top 5, top 6, top 7. Jonathan Scott, 8th place, the first inside the top 10 to peel off and head for pit road. Leader not pitting yet. Jonathan Scott, Todd Keir. Todd Keir peeled off, and he'll roll in as well. Leaders coming up on the back of the 3 truck of Paul Bojanic. Bojanic runs in 10th. Bojanic took a dip into the way inside of the front stretch, but the leader wasn't near him, not close enough to make this a deal. Here comes a truck on a little fresher tires. I'm not even sure. That's Austin Demore, and Demore was just on pit road, so he'll be way faster than all these trucks right here. And he will get around your leader, get his lap back. Coy Callis is on pit road. See the 2 truck. Whoop. Getting service. Michael Everett just now rolled off pit road, so he's been in. Still got several trucks that have not made their way to pit road. Still on their original set of tires. Steady laps. We have lost 1.5 seconds off the lap times from the start of the race. Boyd still not coming. He might be waiting until 50. Watson, Vinny, Martin, Bigelow, Spalding, Blevins, Forstner, Bojanic. And I'll tell you what, Corey Blevins somehow has been on and off pit road. And we didn't see it. Maybe he went in on that first caution. He might have thought he had damage. There's Mike Forstner. He runs in 8th. He has the last truck on the lead lap. He's about 10 seconds ahead of the leader. Here comes Adam Vinny. Still 4.25 seconds behind your leader. Boyd still not pitting. Going to try to stretch this fuel mileage as far as he possibly can. That time a little nick of the fence there in the center of 1 and 2. Those little brushes with the fence make a driver like me a little nervous. I get tired of doing it, so I want fresh tires ASAP. 50 in the books. 25 will be the number next time by. Lap truck. Mashburn once again. He'll get out of the way, let the leader go. Whoa, big wiggle from the 21. What was that? And we will be 25 to go that time by. Truck coming at him, Vinny, on pit road. Right at the end of pit road. Our left side tire is going on. He's going to get down. He's going to get away. Now, the leader headed in. Ducked off in turn 3. He's going to get around down on the bottom. Can he get it slowed down and keep it underneath him? Woo! I'm not sure that he got slowed down in time. We'll see if he has to sit. If that's how he gives it away. Tony Martin still out. Kevin Spaulding still out. Forstner still out. But Bojanic is still out because Watson, Bigelow, Boyd are all on pit road. Everybody else has already been. There it comes. Brock Bigelow rolling out. Frank Chavez is on pit road as well. We're going to watch. If he gets held right here, you know he got that penalty getting onto pit road. He did not get held, so he must have got it woed down. He will get away. Where is Adam Vinny? Adam Vinny is right there, coming into the corner. Vinny is going to pass the leader, the former leader of the race. And now it's going to be up to Boyd to go catch him. Contact. A lot of trucks sideways. They're going to get him squared up. We're going to stay green. Boyd squeezed past Watson to get in line there. Everybody chasing this guy right here, though. Tony Martin now. Only 4 trucks on the lead lap with Martin still out there. Todd Keir right behind him, and I think Keir's got a little fresher tires, so he is going to try to not force the issue, but he's definitely going to try to get around your leader and get himself back on the lead lap. Let's see, Bojanic is just barely in front. He's in the same set of corners. Kevin Spaulding is now peeled off. He'll head for pit road with about 20 to go. I'm just keeping an eye on the leader to see if he's coming in. Spaulding, Bojanic finally came in. Now we're at 20 to go. Let's go back. Adam Vinny and Garrett Boyd, and there's a gap. It's pretty fair gap. It's a couple of seconds, about 1.9 seconds right now. I told you that pit road would be a shakeup. If we had to do them under green, it is always a shakeup. There goes Tony Martin dropping off. He'll head for pit road. Where's Forstner? He is coming around. He's in turns 1 and 2, it looks like.
All right, man.
Caution! Coy Callis. Oh, my. This might be a game changer. See, Brock Bigelow is right there. Corey Blevins is right there. Callis, kind of got the back end to step out, and he catches Bigelow. There's where your caution came from, folks. Ooh, he almost got it back in the racing line. So that's going to shake a lot of stuff up. We only had 10 trucks officially on the lead lap. Todd Keir, the first truck a lap down, he'll probably get the wave around and get himself back on the lead lap. Maybe 1 or 2 of these guys are going to get around the pace truck. I think it's a big break for this guy right here, the Ford truck of Mike Forstner. He's going to get the pit under caution as long as he makes no mistakes on pit road. He's going to get to restart in about the top 10. He's going to have tires several laps. I'm going to say somewhere in the neighborhood of 6, 7, 8 laps fresher than a lot of these guys behind. But they're all coming to pit road as well, so Forstner may come out of here with the lead again. There's your second place, third place truck, because Tony Martin's still second. Boyd is fourth. Watson, Blevins, Bigelow was in that wreck, and I wanted to go down. I don't think he's got any damage, so I think this is going to be he's got a little damage on the splitter right there on the right front corner. So I think he's I don't think it's bad because it's such a short run, but I don't think it's healthy. Kevin Spaulding now to the point. Tony Martin, Adam Vinny, Mike Forstner, Garrett Boyd, Jacob Watson, Brock Bigelow, Austin D'Amore. Looks like Corey Blevins. Well, I don't know. Blevins is still in the pits. That truck must have got hurt in that first incident. But Spaulding, who just pitted on lap 54. That was just a couple of laps ago. He waited till the last dog was dead, and it may pay off for him. So a couple of waiver around trucks. That was Mashburn and Hakes that waved around. Mashburn 14 laps down, Hakes 16 laps down. I think Brandon Mackey finally gave up the ghost and took that 99 truck. There's Tony Martin. Is that Tony Martin? Tony Martin pulled to the back. Pulled the truck off. He escaped it, took it to pit road. Well, that's going to put a smile on the driver of the Ford truck's face for sure. He is going to go all the way up and start on the outside of that front row on this restart right here. So, Spaulding and Forstner, Vinny and Watson, Boyd and D'Amore, then Bigelow and Scott, Blevins and Bojanic. Bojanic a lap down. So we only got 9 cars still on the lead lap.
Green, green, green.
Forstner, I don't think he got as good a start as he needed because he's going to leave the door open, Adam. Vinny's going to pull alongside him. Vinny's a bulldog. You leave the door open, he's going to shove his way through. He may kick it out of your hand coming through it, but he is not going to waste time, and he does not. Neither does anyone behind him, Watson and Boyd. Right there. Now let's see who can get up on the wheel for 15 laps. Try to go up after these guys at the front. A little wiggle by both the 31 and the 21 coming out of turn number 4 right there. They'll go through it. Vinny, right through and away. He goes right by Kevin Spaulding. Little white dust coming out of the top of turn 4. Let's go watch that pass for the lead. Off the top side, he just got a lot better run off the high side. He goes right by Spaulding. And now he is Gandhi. He is out of here. 1.75 seconds over Boyd. Boyd got around Spaulding. Spaulding is way to the back now. He's 9th in the line. Watson got around him to Moore, Bigelow. That's your top 5. Forstner, Blevins, Scott, and then Spaulding quite a ways back here right in front of Bojanic. Todd Keir is the 10th truck. It looks like he might be right in the group with these guys, but he's a lap down. So, Adam Vinny from the back to the front. We've seen this show many times. Takes the invert and then works his way back. A couple of really perfectly timed cautions, and he had a great green flag pit stop. And just very, very heady, very smooth driver. He's getting to be formidable. Gap's going to stay the same, 1.75 seconds. Top two have kind of gotten out a little bit. They're a second ahead. It's a second between Boyd and Watson. That's third place, but Jacob Watson, steady Eddie, he is starting to rack up some podium finishes here. Adam Vinny out front. Now, I saw Corey Blevins nick the fence back there, but he's up to fifth. He got around Bigelow. Several trucks on and off of pit road since we've restarted. All multiple laps down. But this guy right here, out in front. About 0.2 of a second is all that Boyd has gained. He's got a lot of work to do. He needs 0.2 of a second for the next 7 laps, and then he'll have about 3 laps to try to work on Vinny. I don't know. Getting there is one thing. Getting around somebody is a completely different animal. Saw Boyd nick the fence there in 1 and 2. That is not going to improve your lap time. 12 truck of Trevor Hakes right in front of your leader. Oh, contact! I don't think Hakes knew he was coming. We're getting a caution. Oh, and it collects Garrett Boyd. Oh, boy. The closing speed, and Hakes really just kind of stayed in that same lane. Oh, there's second place truck. There's your third place truck as Watson gets a piece. That's going to let Damore go through. Blevins is going to go through. Jacob Watson already took his truck to pit road. I think he got some front end damage. He got into the side of the 12. That'll put Vinny and Damore side by side. Then Blevins will be right there, and so will Bigelow. So 3 of your top 4 are right back in the top 5 again. There goes Blevins to pit road. I think he's going to maybe have some company. Forstner's going to stay out. Yeah, there's always a few seconds of delay between what I get to see, what you get to hear, because I get to see it when he gets to see it, and what you get to see and hear through the stream. It's usually about 10 to 12 seconds. Everything has to be processed, digitally shot across the world, brought to you, reassembled. Then you get to hear it. That takes time. So we're watching Corey Blevins on pit road. Boyd stayed out. I don't know. I think I might have come in because there's only 8 or 9 trucks on the lead lap. And as long as I could stay on the lead lap, get something fixed. But points are points. You got to try to hold for as many as you can. Getting interesting at the front. Blevins going to come out in 7th place for the restart. About 20. Well, and that's not much of a surprise either. If we ever get the good internet or it can speed it up, then we go to 1080p. I don't know how much it's going to change. I don't know if it's going to be faster getting to you guys or if it's actually going to be slower because it's going to be a lot more digitally pleasing. So we're going to see. Todd Keir, 8th place. Jonathan Scott in 9th. That's your lead lap trucks. Gomez is 10th right now. He's 11th, and he is right back here. Watson still on pit road. He may be done. That lick may have knocked the engine out of the 31 truck. Well, that's just unfortunate because he was having another great run. So Gomez, the lap truck, he'll have to get behind Blevins. And if Keir catches up, he may have to get behind Keir. I'm not sure if he's going to have to. We'll know when he gets there. And we'll watch Keir rolling up behind. Keir down to the bottom. Maybe he got a pit road speeding penalty or something because he's dropping to the end of the line. The lady in black was kind to him the first, I don't know how many laps. 50? Now she's gotten evil. We were under caution for our celebration laps, but 64 years is a long time, and congrats to them. It's truly a shame that 9 days apart they passed. But a big shout out to Mr. Forstner and the Forstner family in their time. But we got a few laps to go here. 5 of them to be exact. With Adam Vinny out in front on the restart. He got a great restart. Oh, boy, here comes Corey Blevins. Blevins is going to go right down on the flat. Going to force guys to get up on the banking early. Didn't work out for him. I don't think he's going to pick up a spot here. He's alongside Boyd. Forstner is right there. Forstner in between Boyd and Blevins now. We're talking about 4th, 5th, and 6th up front. Adam Vinny rocketing away from the field. He's a full second ahead of his teammate Brock Bigelow, and then Austin DeMoore sits in that 3rd spot. Boyd and Forstner for 5. Blevins is 6. Scott Spalding and Keir through 9th. That's your lead lap trucks, and here we go. Blevins once again down on the flat. He'll clear Forstner, put himself in 5th. There's Watson back on track. And he's running in the 12th spot. Should have that lap all to himself. But we'll be getting it down to the 2 to go mark. Two to go. It is 1.75 seconds. And now DeMoore is going to take a peek. Man, we moved that camera just in time. Gets back in line and keeps it there with Bigelow. Blevins, too little, too late. He's going to run out of laps on them handful fresher tires. White flag coming out this time. 1 to go. Off a 2 down the backstretch for the final time. Adam Vinny 3 seconds ahead of the field. And he will bring it off 4. He is going to win tonight at Darlington. Adam Vinny to victory circle. Austin DeMoore is around Bigelow, and the door's open. Coming to the line. Bigelow holds on to 3rd. Blevins is 4th then. Jonathan Scott up to 5th. So Austin DeMoore will pick up your dash for cash money. No bounty tonight. Let's see if we can get a quick look at our results. There it is. Vinny DeMoore, Bigelow 1, 2, 3. Blevins and Scott 4, 5. Forstner, great run from Mike. And good job on a tough night tonight. He finishes 6th. Boyd 7th. Spalding 8th. Keir 9th. That's your lead lap cars. Then Bajonic, Gomez, Chavez, Watson, Everett, Callis, Martin, Mackey, and Harold through 18th. Mashburn, Hakes, Pearson, Escobar, and Emerson rounded out the field this evening. All right, we got to find all of our drivers. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. We got to find drivers all over the place tonight. Vinny. They're all going to come out of one room. Well, let's grab our driver, move him right in here. Brock Bigelow, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. You had to go to the back. We saw a whole lot of weird stuff, a whole lot of action, a giant green flag run, which was kind of unexpected. But overall, the lady in black was not unkind to you this evening.
She was rude at points, but overall not too bad, I suppose. Definitely had some close calls throughout the race, especially as we were coming on and off pit road. It was all the moving and shaking. Yeah, but I do love this track. It's a challenge. That's why I like it. I like to drive it. So
Well, from time to time, it is a woman's prerogative to be rude. So overall, I think she was pretty good to you.
yeah, you're right. I mean, like I said, I enjoy running this place. So yeah, not too bad. I'll definitely take third. I was really hoping for second, but after that incident with the two truck, I had a lot
Right
of
front
nose
damage.
damage and just did not drive the same.
No, your splitter on the right side was way up, and I'm sure that wasn't letting that seal, and it was putting a lot of pressure on that right front for you. We could see it on camera, but still an awesome run, man. A third place finish here. And the lady in black, give me some shouts and thank yous before we let you head out.
Sure thing. First off, Ken, if you're watching, our thoughts and our prayers are with you. We're all running the yellow hoops in commemoration of your family, and like I said, thoughts and prayers are with you. I'd like to thank Beardsconsin, BAM, Next Level Litigation, No Coast Customs for their app, Midwest Sim Sports for putting on an awesome league every week. I mean, credit where credit's due. I think for the most part, we kept our wits about us and we put on a long green flag run. We had green flag pit stops, which I was not expecting. Thanks to the Dirt Racing Network for covering us every week. Thank you, Roger, for all the hard work that you do. And yeah, looking forward to running her again next week.
All right. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the run. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate you, man.
Brock Bigelow finishing in third, and now let's move on to the driver. Says 107 on the door. Tonight he's number 2, and he can take that any way he likes. It's not subjective from me. It's just a statement. Austin D'Amore, we don't get to talk to you up here very much, but, man, you had a great run here tonight at Darlington.
Yeah, the beginning of the race wasn't looking too good. Struggled there a little bit, tapped the wall a little bit. I got the old Darlington stripe about 10 times on the side of the truck. But after the first round of pit stops, the truck tightened up a little bit, and I kind of got a handle for the place now.
Yeah, this place can be very kind or very unforgiving. We saw a little bit of both from a lot of drivers. The lady in black, she giveth and she taketh away. But you kind of stayed steady. You fell back a little bit, got through the pit stop cycle, got out there, caught a couple of cautions, I think, in the perfect time here towards the end, and ultimately you worked it off to your favor.
Yeah, this has not been one of my good tracks, and I just wanted to make it to at least halfway before pitting, and that was the goal without wrecking the truck or getting involved in anything. Just trying to keep it clean and keep the tires underneath it.
Well, an awesome run, man. A great finish tonight. Give me some shout-outs and thank yous before we let you head out and go celebrate with your team.
I want to give a shout out to Mike Forstner's dad, Ken, for watching, and it was awesome to see everybody else run the yellow wheels for his family. Thank you to the whole Midwest Truck Series crew, and thanks to everybody out there that's watching.
All right, man. Congrats again, and thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Thank you.
Austin D'Amore, everybody. He finishes second. Now, let's move on to the blind squirrel. He finds a nut every once in a while. Tonight, that nut happened to be sitting in victory lane. Absolute 100% pure luck tonight, Mr. Vinny, right?
Oh, absolutely. Needed a lot of luck, but I'm lucky that I was lucky tonight, for sure.
You're as full of it as I am most of the time, sir. Man, you had to go to the back. This place can either bite you or it can propel you. And it looks like tonight you really only had one scrape. And I want to ask you about that scrape. You're coming up. There's not many laps left. And, major pucker moment.
Yeah, I knew he was multiple laps down, and I figured he was going to stay low, but then he came up on the wall, and he stayed up there. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go to the inside. Well, then he came back down to the inside, and, yeah, I don't know how I held on to it, and I feel bad for Watson. He had a heck of a run all night. Boyd, too. Just everybody who was behind. Just stinks, really stinks.
Well, sometimes in racing, weird things happen tonight. The weird thing was you saved the truck at Darlington getting into turns 1 and 2 after contact. And I don't know, like you said, I don't know how you did it either, but an awesome job, and you're going to hold on for the win. other than that, I mean, going through that long green flag run through the pit stops, it looked like you guys were just playing follow the leader. Somebody opened the door, and you guys just all followed right through.
Yeah, just had to wait for the lady in black to take everybody's tires away, and hopefully we kept ours under ourselves, and we did. And once we got to clear space, I was behind Brock, and I knew I was faster, but he would take the line away, and I'd have to back out of it and lose a bunch of time, catch back up, and unfortunately he got into the wall. I mean, fortunate for me, but unfortunately for him, he got into the wall, and I was able to throw it down low and stick it and take off from there, and just tried to get a decent pit stop on and off. Coming on pit road is atrocious. I don't know how many times I missed it during practice, so I was gonna make sure I made it this time. But yeah, I mean, this track too tough to tame, but fortunately I tamed it tonight.
Well, an awesome job, man. You're going to get the win here. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and I have to apologize because we missed the lap 9 deal. There was action going on, and we were under caution in the lap 64 deal, and I was talking about what the potential outcome could be and completely missed it. So our apologies all the way around, but we did let everybody know why the yellow hoops and what was going on tonight.
Yeah, sounds good. All good, Roger. I know sometimes you get in the moment and lose track. Heck, I know my memory's horrible. I can't remember what I did 5 seconds ago. So, but yeah, thank you to the Dirt Racing Network. Thank you to Roger each and every week. You do a fantastic job. I want to do a shout out to the Forsner family, Mr. Ken Forsner. I know you watch each and every week. So happy that you come out and watch us do what we love to do. Our thoughts and prayers to you and the whole Forsner family. To Uncle Lowell and Yvonne. Everybody, our hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to all of you. To my mom and dad, everybody who's watching, my girlfriend, my kids, Beard Wisconsin, Small Batch Beard Oils and Bombs, Next Level Litigation Support. It's Fridge Brick Time, Wabam. I thank everybody. I appreciate coming out.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Before you go, I saw your old partner in crimes kind of got his things going again. Have you been talking to Mr. Rundle?
Oh, I was talking to him from even before he moved when he was going to get set up. But now I see it's all set up. He's ran some races. He put a W in the column. Yeah, that old jack wagon, he's still got it. I told him it's like riding a bike with him. He's always going to be fast. Super excited for him to come back. Going to definitely try and get him in this league, and hopefully he does. Yeah, definitely excited to be racing back with the OG Beard Wisconsin Lumber Dude jack wagon.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. We'll. Oh, by the way, nobody got any bounty money tonight because we had a driver that dropped out from the top 4. Unfortunate.
Who dropped out?
Mackey. He was in the very first wreck tonight. He limped the truck home.
So he screwed me out of it. Okay.
Thought I'd let you know that live on the air so I could see your reaction.
I'm going to have to go find him in the pits.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Take a camera or it did not happen.
Damn right. Going to video the whole thing.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. All right, man. Congratulations again. I'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Ryder. Thanks, everybody.
Adam Vinny with you win tonight, guys. Man, you know what? The guy's just good. There's nothing you can say. He's just really good at this. He's driving from the back to the front on a weekly basis. And, all 4 of them do it. So far, it's been Bigelow, Mackey, Vinny, and Blevins. And all 4 of them just drive from the back to the front. So it's fun to watch. It makes it exciting. Makes it exciting for us. I hope it makes it exciting for you guys. But it is an interesting twitch and does a lot of things, change the dynamic of these races. And these guys are still showing how good they are by getting up here to the front. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues giving us fantastic racing like we saw, which I got to admit, I was a little surprised at how clean and good this race was at Darlington. This place can be horrific for everybody, but it was very good tonight. These guys did a very professional job out here. So thanks to the leagues, thanks to the folks. Pats on the backs and high fives are all the way around for you guys. Until we see you the next time, please Stay safe out there. God bless you all.